Timestamps exist in case you want to skip forward to a race or otherwise, because I'm definitely going to be doing extra things afterward. But as we not hit career, oh my goodness, and go into the legend race, again, it's all about gold chip here, so we're going to do the thing. Now, normally I would use Simply Rudolph and in some cases Silent Suzuka. That's not what's happening this time, so I should actually sort by my set favorites, because that's the only time I remember. But otherwise, not without further ado, I mean, as always, we'll go over quickly at least Special Week, but also, well, my gold chip, which is not anything special. In fact, you should, I'm pretty sure 60 to 70% of trainers out there have better Uma Musume than I do. But we're specifically picking this gold chip because I picked green skills to help. It's not the biggest help, but it's still, you know, take anything you can, and especially, I think, in this specific run, I didn't have many skill points left anyways, so I might as well have taken what's going to help me. Otherwise, I should... Now, if we're normal or higher, I believe I can win. I guess we'll try to make sure. Otherwise, this is going to be normally a short video, although, quote-unquote short. We'll show the whole race, if for no other reason, because you never know. Maybe sometimes you can observe something, sometimes you observe the wrong thing when you analyze, and, well, that's all we really have. Otherwise, I mean, for data's sake, here are my races, and one drop amidst the ocean of trainers and girls racing out there. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So, as always, I mentioned concentration. It does help a lot more. It is definitely more than 200% more effective, apparently, than focus, which does help out. Now, I'm running an end runner. I'm running an end closer gold chip, but I still think it helps out. Unless we're the only one running the strat, then maybe it helps out less. But either way, I mean, you get a little bit more distance, and that's what skills are mainly here for. Although gold skills, well, in Gold Chip's case, when Gold Chip procs her skill, she gets 6 seconds of a velocity boost, speed boost. So, yeah, that definitely helps. And then Swinging Maestro just grants you just a large amount of recovery, apparently. I really need to look into calculation. That's something that I've gotten wrong before, as my Gold Chip tries to pass forward. Actually, we want to stay in the second half until... I think it's the second half of the race. Again, we're going over gold chip stuff, so if you don't do gold chip, at least if for some reason you're looking at gold chip's unique skill and it passes as a passive over towards your trainee as a legacy, then yeah, just know that I'm going over the requirements, which I think it's, yeah, 50%, which I'm no longer able to proc because we are over the half. We're doing better than the other 50%, and you need to be less than 50%. You cannot be at 50%, apparently. And you need to be in the second half of the race to proc it, but that didn't happen. Now, whether that's better or worse, as I cough away from the microphone, we'll see. But I need to find out if... No, I think it's fine. I'm looking at my timestamps, and I usually start at around 400, 600 meters for timestamps, and we are pulling forward. I think we're trying to hit Special Week. No, Special Week is behind. So Special Week, if anything else, can creep up from behind us. Although, as I mentioned in the first video, yeah, late Special Week, I feel like this happened in the JP server for me too, but I can't, again, I don't have those, I'm pretty sure I don't have any recordings and I don't have any videos, so we'll just take the win where it happens. Because if nothing else, when you go check in the trophy room, you can definitely see how many times you won, and that, you know, if you feel good about that, sure, but you really don't get anything else from it, so. Out of curiosity, doesn't it tell me how many I have? No, it doesn't. So off we go to the next race. We'll make this quick for the sake of this stream-like video. Again, my definition of a stream-like video for this channel is that I record and there are no edits. If I do have to make an edit, I'm pointing as if you can see. The description will say just brackets, in brackets video instead of stream-like video. And that's your little Jordan MML trivia for today. Or just feel free to call me Jordan. But I'm sure there are other people around called Jordan. That's why I have named myself the way I am. And then the MML at this point is more an identifier. Kind of like a password of sorts. So that way you know you're talking about me. But yeah, this time, again, we're on the outer bracket, and I like seeing Special Week in the inner, unless that's actually advantageous for Special Week, because at this point, yes, I am kind of just saying words out of my mouth, but if nothing else, you at least get into my mind and where I'm analyzing things, so even if someone, well, especially when people end up correcting me, which happens, I think, 60 to 70% of the time minimum for me, because I'm thinking, oh, that's a nice camera angle, by the way, to see myself getting past, but anyway... Future Jordan, by the way, so behind the scenes, we're looking at Gold Chip hopefully staying, well, It depends. If we stay in the second half and Gold Chip procs her unique skill and we're boxed in, that helps a lot less because that speed increases. That speed increase is not going to help if I don't have the power or just fail to pass girls in our lane. Which apparently even count if they're a few lanes to the side. And by lanes, I mean, so you'll see that certain Musume, or when you're watching your Musume race, she might make sideways movements. That's literally her changing lanes, apparently. I can't remember the exact ways that it functions, but yeah, that's something I need to let. Again, if nothing else, that's homework for me, but really it should be homework for you in case you're curious. And there are, I mean, there's obviously a few sites, or one English site in particular, that's helpful for anyone, just not just in the global server, but if you're doing, you know, your own homework, essentially. Aside from, apparently, as I found out, and I'll probably mention it in another video as well, as we enter the final sprint soon in about 150 meters, there are 2 Discord servers for Musume. One that's, I think, more official, basically that links from the game, and another one that I think I was a part of for a lot longer, but I didn't know. But it also has a lot of Musume, the English community at least. But I think it has more. But anywho, this time Special Week did break out, but our gold chip just passes forward. We might lose some speed, especially when I see Special Week proccing that, but at this distance, unless something really tragic happens, we should be able to win this race. Hey. Yeah! And off we go. So I wonder why I lost that one particular... I mean, at this point, it's not really a spoiler, and we're halfway through the... I'm pretty much near halfway through the video, so it shouldn't be much of a spoiler. But yeah, on the first day, I know I lost one. I think that was a lot because we were boxed in at the moment, and Special Week was able to pull out of the group that she was in. Again, keeping in mind, just really quickly, yeah, we're in... We have 3 end runners... End chasers. Oh my goodness, I need to remember these names. I'm going absolutely crazy. And Special Week is this time with us on the outside bracket, but there are 8 girls running late. That's a phrase to say, but yeah, essentially there's a lot of girls racing in the ladder with the strats that are pulled back. I think 11 specifically, but I mean, if things go well, they go well. And the extra, I think I have double circle firm conditions, which is 40... I might as well look while I'm looking at this. Well, otherwise, what else am I doing here? So, I will read directly. And normally I would put something on screen, but this is not an edited video. It would probably help you out the most as the viewer. I should really do this, but I should really say things out loud. But, specifically double circle... Your power is increased by 60 in particular if and when it procs, and it's guaranteed if the conditions are met, which it is for this race. So basically, if you're around my stat total, it provides pretty much near an 8 to 12% boost. I'm basing that off the fact that I have 550 or 650 power. But yeah, an increase of 60 was therefore a 10% increase in... Not theoretically performance, but you get the point. It's a lot of stats. Now, obviously, if you have like 1,000 in 3 of your stats, and maybe like 600, 800, which is where I see the higher end trainers at, and if you have the resources or are whaling, obviously it's higher. But there is something to say there too, and it's not that whales aren't having a hard time from the few screenshots I've seen, because boy, is it entirely, especially in the early scenario, part of the scenario, which makes sense. You have not had the time to set up your friendship training for your max uncapped SSRs or whatnot. So what ends up happening is that in the earlier races, you could end up just losing a few races here and there, especially if you're taking optional races as you're trying to grind more fans. For those who are in the earlier part of Prague, just trying to get URA finalist champion, then or champion, then yes, you will be doing more optional races if you're trying to get fans in particular. But that depends on you with the trainer. That's why I always say, hey, it depends on what you want. Also, yeah, I think we really do just outspeed the Special Week if we manage to pull out. But, actually, no, I see Special Week kind of creeping up with that skill pop there. So, it's not entirely... How close was she? Never mind, I can't really tell. Never mind. But the last part of this video is going to be me turning in my missions to do my SR tickets, because if for nothing else, hey, it'll be fun. But as we take our special missions here as well, haven't done a career playthrough. I will do that shortly after this recording, but for the more exciting part, I guess we'll do our tickets. Again, I think at this point, just to give some behind the scenes, I will be doing one pull on banners when they come out if I were not to pull them, just so I give myself a non-zero chance to get something. Now, it's a very low. Yeah, it's very low chance, but for example, for the Mihono Bourbon, I also use, I should use English pronunciation. I pull at least once, and I think, who did I get? I think I got Nice Nature. Yeah, I got Nice Nature, but better than not getting it at all. And then, obviously, these girls are always going to stay, but, I mean, if you, just to pull once, and if I don't have enough carrots for a spark after that, doing that, then I will be kind of sad for myself. So, this is make debut for Musume, so we'll do the SR first. Then we'll do the SSR, which I think is the support card, and we'll find out, because I need SSR. Preferably Super Creek, but if I can't get that, then I will instead do... I'll be happy with a Strength SSR. That would be nice. Gold tip? No. Hey, I can finally 3-star my El Condor Pass. If you didn't see my El Condor Pasa Day 3 video, you'll understand the reason why I said that. Otherwise, I won't do it in this video for the sake of time. But, as OBS tells me we're at 11 minutes, yeah, we'll try to keep this as short as possible. So, preferably Super Creek. I'll take anything really, though. Anything will help. As you may have seen, I really only have 3 to 4 SSRs at this point. And I'll take a Biko Pegasus, but... could be better, but if nothing else, this will help out with speed. Basically, I have a lot of speed, especially when Kita-san Black comes out. So, we will probably just end up ending this video here. So without further ado, if you know what to say, if you want to support me, you know what to do. I will be doing what I can. If anything happens, I'll let you know, usually through my discussions page. That's why, I mean, if you can subscribe to my channel if you want. That would help, but again, if you see any ads on this video, I have probably not monetized it, because I have not monetized it, and I guess I'll see you when I see you. So yeah, I'll be doing what I do. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. I'll at least think about it, because I'm doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!